Ring, 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 ring. Hello? Did someone call for vlog-style entertainment? I bet you did. Well, I've got it for you. Here is a week of pleasant things that happened to me. Let's start on Sunday. Sunday fun day indeed. So I decided to go over to the 1940s airplane museum on Sunday and check it out. If you're in the Houston area, please do head down by Hobby Airport, which is still in operation, and check out the 1940s airplane museum. It decided to pour down rain while I was on the way there. I did get lucky. You'll see here in a moment that the rain did stop long enough for me to enjoy some of the great action that goes on the runway. Look at that gorgeous little plane they have sitting outside. It was decorated by a local Houston artist, if I'm not mistaken. And look at that gorgeous facade, 1940s Art Deco, yes. So this was maybe not the best day to come to the airport museum to check out the facilities, but I'm gonna go in here anyway. My friend, who is one of the event planners here, invited me to come check out the space. So let's go check it out anyway. I have an umbrella, and I am not made of sugar, even though I am very sweet, so I should not melt even though it is raining. So like I was saying, I was very lucky. I was so fortunate that the rain cleared up. I was able to go out onto the runway and see several planes land and take off. I also saw that plane in the distance, which has a Houston Rockets logo on it, so I think that might be their jet. It was also this other plane. This is, I think it's called a Lodestar. Oh, I hope the sign is in this video somewhere. But so you can go on this plane, and I was so interested in the toilet with the matching curtains and seat covers for the toilet and for the passenger seats. Why are planes not nice like this anymore? I mean, it's so fancy. I just was obsessed. This is the cockpit, and this airplane I think is from the 1940s or 50s. I just cannot imagine flying an aircraft manually without the aid of technology, like without the aid of computer chips. I mean, just shout out to pilots present, past, and future. Wow, you guys. Such an important job. So here's another shot of the airplane. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And look at this building. I mean, this was once a working air terminal. And I just wonder what famous people were on that plane, inside of this building. Whose famous butt sat on that cool toilet seat? I mean, I was obsessed. And yeah, so lots of airplane action. If you are secretly a low-key air travel aficionado like I am, I just love it. Check this out. Go out here. You can actually stand where I'm standing and watch planes from Southwest and other smaller carriers. You can watch them take off and land, and it's just, if you love airplanes, you're just gonna love this place. So next I went inside and I checked out a lot of the exhibits. There's lots and lots of fun outfits. So the flight attendants used to wear super cool and cute outfits. Why do we not do that anymore? Why does everyone wear plain clothes now? These ladies had a fight, and that's why they're not looking at each other. But look at those very sensible pairs of shoes. This lady, she lost her head, unfortunately. But look at that style. Look at that style. And I was also obsessed with this Japanese parasol. If you, from Pan Am, if you're old enough to remember Pan Am, I am not that old, but I am old enough to remember when United was called Continental, and there are some Continental umbrellas that we'll see later. I also really thought these window coverings of these various pilots and other aviation related important people were so cool. I really liked the mannequins, and there was this telephone affixed to the wall. I could not help myself. I had to go and very carefully pretend like I was using the telephone. And you can see I look concerned because after I picked it up, I was like, oh wait, I was probably not supposed to touch that. And I immediately saw the sign that said that I was not supposed to touch that. So my bad, y'all. Here are some of the some of the umbrellas with the airplane logos and some other artifacts, some flight books and badges and things like that. This place is just chock full of aviation memorabilia. I had a really great time. There are planes hanging from the ceiling. I loved all of the photographs that they had of women aviators. That part really spoke to me because I swear if I could do it again, I would become a pilot. I love it. And yeah, so I just had a really, really great time. There were some educational videos playing. This is the architect. This is the plaque that shows the architect of the 1940s Airplane Museum. Back then it was called the Municipal Airport, of course, because it wasn't always a museum. And look at that. So the rain let up a little bit. You're going to see that it's going to pick back up very quickly before I even finish shooting this plane. But I wanted to show you how beautiful this plane is. I wish I knew the artist that painted it, but I do remember reading about it, or someone told me about it, that it is a local artist who the museum commissioned to paint this plane. And I don't know much else other than that. I'm so sorry, but it's gorgeous. It's so beautiful. And I love that it's now a piece of art and it just has taken on a new life. I just think that's so lovely. The rain was pouring down. You can actually see in this shot that the rain picked up substantially, so I had to head to my car. The next day was a Monday. On Monday, I just did some work. Nothing too exciting, but I did decide to go over to my favorite place in the world. No, it's not Disneyland. It's Whole Foods. And I decided to get myself some groceries, but also treat myself to a salad. And I love these little honest organic teas, because as the label says, they really are just a little bit sweet. And I was also a little bit piggy and treated myself to an almond croissant. It was actually very big and I did not finish it all because I did finish all of my salad. So I tried to make an adult person's choice and do the salad. But I did finish eating all of my salad. It was really good. And as you can see, I was sitting outside, so I got a little bit of sun, and I ate my salad and I enjoyed Whole Foods. And that was the most pleasant thing that happened to me on Monday. Let's hop over to Tuesday. Hey everybody, it is Tuesday and I have not had a good day. Thankfully, I feel okay. I feel good actually physically, but mentally I've had a really draining day I did not vlog anything else that I did, mainly because this is the first time that I've left the house all day. I've been working all day, and it is like, it's exactly 5 o'clock right now. So today, I had one meeting where I became hostile. I mean, things are getting more stressful now that my manager has left, and I'm just over it already. I work with a lot of people who are really like, they're not genuine. Me and my silly expectations, that's what you get, Nicole, for having expectations of people. You get disappointment. So I was hostile, whatever, in one meeting, and then I left out some information in another meeting, and it doesn't really matter, but I'm just like kind of hard on myself, and now I'm some weird mix of hungry, angry, tired, frustrated, and annoyed. It's a crazy mix. So I'm going to go into here. This is my favorite little place in Houston to get my feet, my pedicure, and my eyebrows. So I'm going to go in here and get my eyebrows done, and then I'll try to treat myself to some dinner, and I'll be back so you can see what my eyebrows look like. This is what they look like now. I have man brows. I'm thankful to have hairy eyebrows because that means they can kind of make them look however I want them to look. So I'll be back in a minute to show you what my eyebrows look like. Little known fact, I think that getting your eyebrows done a little bit can make you feel better. I keep looking at myself in the viewfinder. I'm supposed to look at you, but I'm looking at my eyebrows in the viewfinder. Let's go get some dinner. That'll be nice too. I have the entire place to myself. I'm so excited. So nice. It's so quiet in here. I'm so happy. This is really a good way to cheer up. Go to an empty restaurant. So the meal that I ordered was this red curry. It had chicken and bell peppers and onions. I also had this lychee tea and some water and the rice. And I ate too much because I also ate this mango dish. This was dessert. This is sticky mango rice, if I'm not mistaken. The mangoes were so good, but I ate too much. And I still had some left to take home. Now on Thursday, what pleasant things did I do on Thursday? I remember. I went to see a movie at the iPic Theater here in Houston. It's in the Galleria area. It's a little bit off of Westheimer. I think the address is officially Westheimer, but it sits a little bit back off the street. And it is the most posh movie theater that I've personally ever been to. It is also in an area where there are lots of other very fancy places to spend your money. I think I saw a Dior store and a Prada store and other fancy places where you can spend a lot of money. But I decided just to go spend a little bit of money at the movie theater. So going up the escalator to the movie part, because like the first part is other shopping, but this like wall of books that they've turned into art, I admire this every time I go there. I mean, how creative. Who thought of this? I mean, really, who thought of this? But you can see that those are actual books, and the artist created, like, they arranged them perfectly and painted over them. It's just so lovely. So next I headed up the second escalator to like where all of the movie rooms, and I admired these lovely chandeliers. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love this place. It's so pretty. And look at the cute sign, I'm busy for the rest of my life. This is not what I personally strive for. I strive for being content the rest of my life. Busyness is overrated in my opinion. But next to that nice, for somebody, sign is this area where you can sit, and there is a bar there to the right, and this is actually the restroom. So the restroom is one of those like kind where there's like one big room for all of the hand washing, and then only the toilets are separated. So there's a women's area, there's a men's area, but for the hand washing, it's all just come on out and wash your hands, y'all. So I decided to go see Thor. I was very excited, trying to be a young person vlogger, I guess, being entertaining. So hopefully you were entertained by that little dance that I just did. Those are the rest of the toilets. I just think it's so pretty. I know it's probably weird to show you inside of a restroom, but it's so pretty in there. And I have my iPic blanket that I bought a few years ago, but they do give you blankets inside of the theater. So walking into the theater, and so the blankets inside of the theater, you can use them there, but you can also buy them. So a couple of years ago when I bought mine, I think it was like $25, and now I just take it with me everywhere. But you could see there that they already have some that you can use and then just leave there, and they clean them after everybody. So this iPic is so fun because look at that, you can recline with those buttons on the side, and it's just a really good time. I was so excited. Here I am actually watching a movie preview, but pretending that I'm watching the real movie. So let me give you a quick audio review of Thor. So I really enjoyed Thor Love and Thunder. This is the third Thor movie. If you're a Marvel fan, you already knew that. I love the Marvel movies. Thor Love and Thunder is about a man who has lost his sense of purpose, and another man who also lost his sense of purpose, and their worlds kind of collide because they have both lost their sense of purpose. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, Nicole, you're reading too much into this movie. I read some of the reviews of this movie after I saw it. I don't read reviews before I watch the movie. I just give the movie a chance to impress me or not. And I love movies, so I'm very easily impressed with just a movie. But I really like this movie kind of from a mental health and like wellness perspective, self-care, love kind of perspective, because one of the biggest things that I am currently pursuing in my life is purpose. And so even though this movie, this is about the hot guy who's the savior, and then the hot ladies who, you've seen a million of these movies. But I personally found that underlying message of it being important to have purpose in your life, and it being important to have love in your life, love for other people, love for what you do, being able to form some sense of community, and really being vulnerable in your relationships to where you open yourself up enough to where you actually can get hurt. This is what I took away from this movie. If you haven't seen this movie, I do recommend it, regardless if you like superhero movies or not. But I was just very, very touched by that, that part of the story. But that the underlying story was about Thor and the character that Christian Bale plays that you can see on the left, which, sidebar, I had no idea that this was Christian Bale until there was like a scene where there was a very close up of his face and mouth, and I was like, oh my God, is that Christian Bale? I had no idea. No idea. He's an amazing actor. I wish that he was in the movie more. I feel like this character deserved way more screen time. We needed way more information about him and what was going on with him and how even the movie started. I was like, wait, what? But anyway, aside from that, I recommend the movie. I thought it was a really great movie, and I really, really loved the theme of being vulnerable enough to love and be hurt by love. I hope that makes sense. If you've seen the movie, you probably it probably does make sense. So I hope that you enjoyed this crazy vlog. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Check out something else and make sure to subscribe. Bye.